wave to mom, and always dress appropriately. Our crew is checking every detail. It's the Astros and the Pirates next on Fox Sports Houston.
Live from Minute Maid Park in Houston, Texas, Fox Sports Houston brings you Houston Astros baseball. Tonight, the Astros open their second of 3 series on this homestand. They meet the Pittsburgh Pirates. Good evening, everybody. Bill Brown, Jim DeShays. The Astros have won 2 series in a row. The Pirates just got shellacked, but 2 good pitchers go against each other tonight, JD.
And guys that have been good against their respective opponent. Roy Oswalt's been very good against the Pirates in his career, and we've seen Paul Maholm very good against the Astros as well. So righty-lefty tonight, Roy Oswalt has really been throwing the ball well, especially last time out against the Chicago Cubs. Look at video from the last year against the Pirates. He only pitched against Pittsburgh 1 time all last year. Somewhat surprising with all the games we play within the division. But the Pirates are going to see a guy who's been on top of his game the last couple of starts, mid-90s fastball and a changeup that he really used effectively in that start against the Cubs. The numbers against the Pirates are very good for Roy, 13-7 with a 2.62 ERA and 25 starts. A lot of career starts against the Pirates, but against this current group, they don't have much of a book on them. There's been a lot of turnover in that Pirate lineup.
The Astros hitters, and Paul Maholm is 8-4 against the Astros, try to go to work tonight. They've scored 41 runs in 15 games. They try to tweak this offense and get things moving in just a moment. By the Progressive Insurance Group and by Southwest Airlines. The roof was covering this field. Now it's been rolled back several minutes ago, and it is going to be a nice evening. Rain perhaps overnight, but it should be nice for the game tonight with fireworks afterwards. Lineup cards have been presented there at home plate. Brad Mills and John Russell. Russell in his 3rd year with the Pirates. Last year They were 62 and 99. Right now they're 7 and 8. And Brad Mills' club will face this lineup from John Russell tonight. Akinori Iwamura from Tampa Bay was obtained over the winter. He is the second baseman and the leadoff man. It's Andrew McCutchen in center field. Watch his speed with 9 steals in 10 tries. Ryan Church is the left fielder batting third on a 5-game hitting streak. The cleanup man is right fielder Garrett Jones. With Ryan Dome at the catcher, Jeff Clement at first base, Delwyn Young at third base, Paul Maholm, the pitcher, bats 8th, and Ronnie Cedeno, the shortstop, is in the 9 spot.
And Roy Oswalt, starting pitcher, brought to you by Suzuki here tonight. 6 more wins, and he will tie Joe Niekro for first place on the all-time wins list. 75 and 27 here at Minute Maid Park. That is just a ridiculous number. 13-7 lifetime against the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Roy's 0-2 at home this season because the Astros have not scored for him here. He lost 5-2 to the Giants and Tim Lincecum opening day, and then lost to Roy Halladay in his second start, 2-1. Iwamura gets it started. He was traded for relief pitcher Jesse Chavez. And there's ball 1. The new leadoff man begins the night at 218 with 2 homers, 7 runs batted in. Aki, 31 years old. After playing for years in Japan, he was a Tampa Bay Ray for 4 years. And it's 2 balls, no strikes to Iwamura. He was a part-time player last year for the Rays, 231 at bats. In his first year with Tampa Bay, hit .311, 278 lifetime hitter. 16 homers, 111 batted in, and a .354 career on base average.
It's weird playing the Pirates and not looking up and seeing Jack Wilson, Freddie Sanchez, and there's been a lot of turnover on this club. Trying to fill some gaps until some of their young prospects can reach the big leagues.
2 balls, 2 strikes. They really cleared the decks last season, the second half, by trading those 2 guys. Adam LaRoche was dealt. There were other veterans moved out as well. Nate McLouth to make room for an even younger crop. A little bouncer past the mound, goes out to second, where Jeff Keppinger relays it. 1 out.
Younger and, more importantly, less expensive. It's been the MO in Pittsburgh for a while now. The veteran players, once they start to make some money, they get moved with the idea that the prospects they acquire in trades are going to come to the big leagues at once and they'll mature and they'll be really good for 3 or 4 years. That has not yet happened. But every year it seems like they dump their best players to the point now where at least it's hard to find candidates that would fit that role now. Is it the veteran, well-paid player that they're going to move? Maybe Duke and Paul Maholm would be the guys.
Andrew McCutchen is a big part of their future. 271, 1 homer. McCutchen grounds one back to Oswalt for the second out.
Well, let's take a look at the Astros defensively tonight. Carlos Lee had the big miscue last night. He's in left, Bourne in center, Pence in right. Infield of Feliz, Manzella, Keppinger back in there at second, Lance Berkman at first. J.R. Tolles does the catching. Kezo Matsui smoked the ball off his knee last night, but he is available. He could play.
Lee in left is Ryan Church, the left fielder for the Buccos. Brings a 5-game hitting streak into this game. 8 for 20 for a .400 average, and 4 runs batted in for Church. He was drafted by Cleveland, and he was with Montreal, the Mets, Atlanta. Non-tendered after last season, and the Pirates scooped him up for $1.5 million as a free agent in January. Strike 1 to Church. He looks at that one for a 1-ball, 1-strike count to Ryan. He's from Santa Barbara, went to the University of Nevada. He pitched until being converted to outfield later on. Fly ball, Manzella, and Feliz. Feliz handles out number 3. The Pirates do not get the ball out of the infield. No score. game number 16. It's Michael Bourne in center field. Jeff Kepinger's the second baseman. Lance Berkman bats third at first base. Carlos Lee's in left field. Hunter Pence plays right with Pedro Feliz at third base. J.R. Toll's the catcher. Tommy Manziel at shortstop. Roy Oswalt is the pitcher. 27-year-old southpaw Paul Maholm goes to work. With a Bourne showing bunt. Looks at ball one from Maholm. Bourne has had a nice homestand. He's been a consistent thorn in the opponent's side. His on-base average has climbed to 400 now for the season. But again, he works the count to 2-0. Michael's batting average is .327. He has scored 7 runs.
Now, last year's MVP for the Astros. A couple weeks into the season, he would be that again this year.
2 balls and a strike. Maholm 8-4 against Houston with a 4.01 ERA. So it's very good games against the Astros. And it's 3-1.
Got a real hard throw, but he hides the ball well. Works effectively with a fastball to both sides of the plate. He's a curve, a slider, and a straight change.
He started 4 times against the Astros last year, winning 3 and losing 1 of those 4. He won at least 6 in all 4 of those games. He has a leadoff walk, and Bourne's got a few of those on this homestand, giving the Astros some instant offense. He has 5 steals and 6 tries.
Yeah, he sure has. Let's take a look at our Suzuki scouting report on Paul Maholm. Boy, he was good against the Astros last year, 3-1 with a 2.25 ERA in his career, 8-4 against the Stros. Lifetime, he's 39-45, and he'll get help from Church, McCutchen, and Jones. McCutchen's going to really get him. Dylan Young just making his 6th start at third base. Andy LaRoche's got back spasms. Cedeno, Maruk Clement, and Doman behind the dish.
Throw to first base, and Bourne went diving back in. This is the 3rd time in the 4 games on this homestand that Michael has led off the first inning with a walk, and he has scored the other 2 times. He's stolen bases. Snap throw.
Yeah, that's pretty slick there. He's coming set, steps off, flicks it over there. That'll tighten that lead up a little bit. It's going to be tough to run on Maholm.
Strike to Keppinger.
He showed you that good pickoff move and then unloads quickly to home plate there.
Bourne's 4 for 5 in steals. Doman's thrown out 1 of 13. And Maholm has not had a steal against him. And he's ahead in the count, 0-1. To a .317 hitting Keppinger. And Bourne, in an article in the Sporting News, was talking about this very thing. Pitchers who slide step have made it a lot more difficult than it was, we'll say, 20, 30 years ago to steal bases. And he said he's gone back and looked at tapes of those times about 3 decades ago, and he thinks he might have stolen 100 back in that era. But not now, he says.
No, I came up in the mid-'80s, and I remember that was kind of a real point of emphasis then. You know, Vince Coleman was running like crazy, and teams started to work a lot harder at controlling the running game. That's why there's all this buzz now about the steal of third. It's been rising in the last few seasons. Pitchers don't work as hard holding runners at second base as they do at first base.
Kepinger's down in the count with those stats for the season. He's at 0-2 here. Comes inside and he tops it foul. Keppinger is very good at steering the ball to the right side of the field. He has that hole, but down in the count 0-2, he just is forced to look for contact in this situation. Maholm was a tough customer last year for the Astros, and he's coming off a win 5-3 Sunday against Cincinnati.
And he takes the mound. You know, they need a hero, the Pirates do. They just got just absolutely thumped in that 3-game set with the Brewers, 20-0 yesterday, 36-1 in the 3-game series. The bullpen is worn out. So John Russell needs Paul Maholm to step up and pitch deep into this game.
Foul by Keppinger. That was among the largest run differentials in a 3-game series in the majors since 1900. 35-run differential. The Brewers outscoring the Buccos 36-1. 100 pitches Sunday for Mulholland with things going well against the Reds. They swept that series prior to getting blown out by Milwaukee. Back when times were good, the Pirates were looking strong out of the gate.
The 20-0 game yesterday, I was thinking about that earlier today. It may have changed a little bit. I know for the longest time, the average score of a Major League game was like 5-2 or 5-3. The winning team scored about 5 runs. So if you equate that to, say, football, where I think the average team, the winning team scores 20 or 21, it would be like losing a football game 80-0.
Double play ball here, down on a knee. Cedeno gets it to Iwamura. Taylor made 6-4-3.
Well, that's just a great job by Mulholland, not only getting the double play ball, but because of the attention he was paying Bourne and using the slide step and being so quick to home plate, basically shutting Michael down so he couldn't steal that base and setting up the double play. Pretty much room surface right there. Hit sharply enough where even with Bourne's speed, he can't get in the vicinity of second base to upend Iwamura.
Now Lance Berkman has had very little time as a right-handed batter going back to spring training. Did not get to bat right-handed in the 2 rehab games for Round Rock. Takes ball 1. Lance at 250 has driven in 3. 3 for 12.
Yeah, and Lance has not had much success against Mulholland over the years. 4 hits and 29 at bats. That's $138. Say that about a lot of the Astros. The one guy who has good numbers is Hunter Pence.
Now it's 2-1 for Mulholland, who's walked 6 in 17 2/3 innings prior to this game. 138 for Berkman. Carlos Lee on deck. And Mulholland works the count to 3 balls and a strike. Pirates are on a 10-game road trip. Go to Milwaukee next and then Los Angeles for 4. Berkman winds up drawing a walk, the second of the inning. For the Astros, who've seen very few walks this season, this is a pretty encouraging sign, even though Mulholland seems to be off with his command here early. They're taking 2 walks early. Carlos Lee, 136, has 1 RBI. Mulholland has won 5 of his last 6 decisions from the Astros. And misses there, ball 1.
Now Carlos hasn't done much against this lefty either. He's hitting 200 against him. 7 hits and 35 tries.
"17 pitches for Mulholland. The Pirates called up a right-hander, Chris Jakubauskas, for this game from AAA Indianapolis. They sent down an infielder, Arrhenius Diaz. Ground ball to third. Delwyn Young throws across to get lead. And it's no runs, no hits, and a man stranded. No score after 1.
question for you. This is something we'll be doing throughout the year, and it starts tonight. So go ahead, write in tonight, and they will possibly answer you back. And this lady right here, Carla Pronio, a good friend of ours, she writes into us. She keeps in touch. She calls. She's got her group with us that's been coming out with us for 10 years. Carla, tell us a little bit about your group.
Great. I've got the Japan Chiropractic Association with us this evening from Texas Chiropractic College. Go Astros! We've had a great time. They come out to Texas Chiropractic College every year to do adjusting and anatomy. They got to meet Matsui this evening, and we are Go Stros! Thank you very much, Patty.
All right, these guys always have a good time out here, and this year they didn't give me a headband, so I'm going to hang out, see if I can get my headband, and we'll watch the game from here, guys.
All right, thanks, Patty. There's a line drive single by Garrett Jones. Leading off the second inning, he found the 0-2 pitch to his liking, winning back on a curveball. 220 batting average, went up a notch as he singles his way aboard for Ryan Doman.
That ball just hung a little bit. 2-strike breaking ball, you're usually trying to throw down in the dirt, trying to get him to chase it. You don't want to leave that pitch in the zone. Hitters in protect mode, he's usually pretty good at staying back.
Switch hitting Ryan Doman at 222 has a homer and 4 driven in. Strike one to Doman, who's been slumping, 4 for 28 in his last 9 games. He has started all but 2 of the Pirates' first 16 games behind the plate. Hit a 3-run homer opening day against the Dodgers. It's 0-2.
Swing was an afterthought.
Like
if not ready to hit. Watch how late the foot gets down. No chance to catch up to that heater. Just timing off right there.
Jeff Clement is on deck. Doman, a very important man in that 5th spot in the order for John Russell. And it's a close one for ball 1. Roy Oswalt had gone to the mound in the month of April 8 times in a row without a win until getting that victory over the Cubs last time out. The tap goes foul. Still 1-2. Roy 13-7 lifetime against the Bucks with a 2.62 ERA. Has fantastic numbers. 26 walks, 141 strikeouts in 175 innings against Pittsburgh. 25 straight starts of at least 6 innings for Roy against the Pirates. The only active streak that's longer belongs to Roy himself against St. Louis. 26 consecutive starts of 6 innings or more. Well foul, and it's still a 1-ball 2-strike count to Ryan Doman. You talk about consistency. He has brought it every time against the Pirates.
The Cardinals, the Reds.
Yeah.
I mean, go down that list.
True. Not limited to this team. Doman looks at it. It's 2-2 to Ryan, who's from Moses Lake, Washington. 2nd round pick of 99. Just turned 29. Nine career homers against the Astros. 25 runs batted in for Ryan. Good look at the pitch, but he takes it, and it's a full count. Doman has been looking them over here.
Well, as late as he was on that fastball he hacked at, and then laying off that one, you get the sense he's sitting on something off speed. Now, normally a hitter would tell you 2 strikes, I'm not sitting on a given pitch. But the fact that he couldn't pull the trigger on that heater makes me think he's sitting soft there. Now, Fox Tracks is brought to you by Gexa Energy. You see the pattern there, the spray pattern for Roy for Doman.
Runner going, little tap to second base. No chance for an out at second. Keppinger to Berkman, 1 out. Jones to second base. And Jeff Clement comes up. Clement snapped an 0 for 20 by getting a hit in the 9th inning Tuesday night. This is his 11th start at first base. He had never played first base in the majors prior to opening day. He had been a catcher. Clement at 135 with a homer, has 3 runs batted in. He came from the Seattle Mariners, where he had been the 3rd player drafted in the 05 draft. The Jack Wilson trade. He and Ronnie Cedeno. There's ball 1. So the Pirates picked up 2 everyday players for Wilson. Well, Wilson's one of those impact defensive players. Clement's 26 from Marshalltown, Iowa, and Southern Cal.
He spent all last year in the minor leagues. Tacoma and then Indianapolis after the trade, the AAA club for the Pirates.
Came up with Seattle in 07. Had 203 at bats in 08. That year he hit 227 for the Mariners. Pirates like his power. Clemens had a couple of 20 home run seasons in the minors. Gets underneath this one, and Michael Bourne moves back. Jones will tag, and he'll be able to move because that ball's about 400 feet away for out number 2. Good carry on the Clement drive.
Yeah, he has that home run hitter swing, a little uppercut, and he really got extended through that one. I was watching him take BP. He's hitting a number of balls into the second deck. He didn't miss this one by much. Just right towards the end of the bat a little bit, not able to pull it. Getting to hit him in the big part of the ballpark here. That's a recipe for success for a pitcher. Just want to hit deep fly balls and let Michael Bourne track him down.
Runner at third on the tag on that deep fly ball. As Bourne took it in. It's out number 2, and now Delwyn Young bats. Ball 1 to Young. 233 for Delwyn with 4 runs batted in. He has 4 doubles. Last year he hit 266. He can play a couple of different infield positions and some outfield as well. Pirates are banged up right now, as JD indicated, at third base. Andy LaRoche has missed 6 games with back spasms, and Bobby Crosby has a stiff left shoulder. Well, those are the first 2 choices at third. 1-1 with pitcher Mahalam on deck. Fly ball. Bourne going back again into left center. A long run for this one, and Michael handles out number 3. No runs ahead. A runner stranded at third. No score. And it's Mahalam on the mound to face Hunter Pence, bottom of the second inning. Hunter looks at it. It's strike 1 to a 179 hitter with 1 homer, 2 runs batted in. Hunter's 3 for 11 on this homestand. Mahalam has been much better in his career at home than on the road. It's a 1-ball, 1-strike count. 3.57 career ERA at home compared to 5.24 on the road, where he's 15-30. But he's 4-3 here at Minute Maid Park. With a tap, first baseman Clement tossing, and play beats Hunter Pence, 1 out. Now let's join Patty Smith. Patty.
Well, guys, this date in Astro history is brought to you by the MD Anderson Cancer Center, making cancer history. It was April 22nd, 1964. Ken Johnson no-hits the Reds, but the Colts still lose 1-0. The Reds' only run scores when Nellie Fox boots Veda Pinson's grounder in the ninth. Pete Rose had reached on Johnson's two-base error to start the inning. Joe Nuxall strikes out Colts' Johnny Weekly to seal the win for the Reds. Guys?
Thanks, Patty. Here's Pedro Feliz now, who got the night off last night. Feliz looks at strike one. 226 is his average. He's driven in 5.
All right.
Pedro's tied for the club lead and runs batted in with 5. Inside out swing, and he loops that one out of play. It's 0-2. Pedro's 2 for 8 on this homestand. Oh, we've had some beautiful evenings for baseball here on this homestand.
And it doesn't get much better than this.
No, it does not. Tomorrow night is Jose Cruz bobblehead night for the first 10,000 fans.
It just got better.
That's a good-looking bobblehead, too. 1-2. Pedro Feliz. He's 3 for 11 in his career against this lefty Mahalam. Had some young ladies out here from Great Britain before the game during batting practice. High chop, Mahalam back. 2 outs. They've been stranded here.
Yeah, how about that? That's kind of a neat story.
Let's go to Patty Smith.
Well, guys, remember I mentioned that the fans could email you at foxsportshouston.com. We've already got a few in, and I got to read you this. This is kind of funny from Kelbo. Thank goodness for the Stros. I'm sick of the NFL draft. Just a statement, not a question, but nonetheless, they're coming in, so fans continue to email foxsportshouston.com. Click the fan mail icon, and Brownie or JD will answer your question, guys.
Yeah, we might chime in on that one. Here's J.R. Tolles. And over the shortstop out into left center field. It's caught by Church for a quick second inning for Mahalam. No score. Sports Houston is brought to you by Steel, by State Farm Insurance, and by Chevy, proud to support youth baseball programs in your community. Good fastball by Roy Oswalt. Starts off the third inning with Paul Mahalam, the pitcher, batting in the number 8 spot. That's the way John Russell has preferred to do it this season so far. And he wants to set it up for McCutchen, who bats second, to drive in more runs with Cedeno in the 9 spot. 120 career average for Mahalam. Up the middle, and it's gloved by Keppinger. Here's the throw to Berkman. Very good play by Keppinger. Looked like a hit off the bat.
And I think with just about anybody but the pitcher running, it probably would have been a hit, but Mahalam going down the line. Good play nonetheless. Very nice play. Backhand side and going across the body. Plenty of time to get Mahalam. I think I saw some spotlights being thrown from the Astros dugout as that play was being completed.
In honor of Miggy Tejada, why not? Now Cedeno looking at strike one.
So he's trying to take advantage of McCutchen's speed by having him at the top of the order batting second, but also a guy with some power. I kind of get it. We'll see how it plays out.
Right.
Probably won't make a big difference. It's worth a shot.
There's the spotlight man, Jeff Blum. Chris Johnson. Jason Michaels on the rail tonight.
I'm saying if I made that play, this is what I would have done. I would have shot him with my 6 gun on the smoke out and put it back in the holster.
Feliz backs up to get the hop. Guns out. Cedeno.
Well, we talked about it earlier. Big night tomorrow night. First 10,000 fans will take home a Jose Cruz bobblehead courtesy of AT&T. 100 of those bobbleheads will be signed by Cheo himself. And that's a good-looking bobblehead. Also, tomorrow, outfield deck tickets are only $5. Remember, Saturday night, that means 6:05 ball game.
Yeah. 2 outs now for Oswalt. Iwamura comes up. Iwamura takes strike one. He tapped out to second base to open the game. Roy with 138 major league wins now owns the #2 all-time spot on the Astros win list. As JD mentioned, only 6 behind the all-time leader, Joe Niekro. He passed Larry Dierker with his win the last time out.
Moving up on J.R. Richard for second place in the all-time strikeout list as well. He's just 3 behind J.R.
Close to the corner. It's 1-2. Mike Machlinski just got promoted from the minor leagues. He's been in the big leagues before during vacation periods. One of the umpires was injured, and Mike got a chance to join this crew. And a strikeout for Oswalt gets him ever closer to that J.R. Richard milestone. He's now just 2 away. No score. 2.10 runs per game, going 1-9 in the first 10. Since then, they've averaged 4 runs per game as they've gone 4-1 with a 2.93 ERA. Also a big improvement compared to the first 10 games. 0-0 now, as in the third inning for Houston, Tommy Manzella leads it off with that cutie in the stands.
Yeah. Baby the day so far.
Ball 1 to Tommy, beginning the night at 2:16 with 2 runs batted in. We were chatting before the game tonight about his hitting style. He got a hit to right field last night, and then he was later hit by a pitch for the second time this season. He said, yes, right field is something he uses frequently when he's hitting well. He hits balls to right center. That's what he's striving to do. Doesn't have his swing quite where he wants it at the moment, but he's getting there, he said. He said, I haven't walked yet. I need to do that some. But he said, it's hard to go up there and say, I'm going to walk. 2-1, but he's getting pounded inside some because he will take that pitch to right field, and thereby the hit batsman last night on the left wrist on a pitch up and in. That's a smash, but a diving play by Iwamura cuts off what would have been a hit for Manzella.
Well, right on cue, he talked about his desire to hit the ball to right field, and he puts a good swing on one. Nice play by Iwamura. Kazumatsui last night went into a couple of hard outs, so even though the numbers aren't good, we're seeing some positive swings from some of these struggling hitters. That's a good look at Iwamura there, up on the balls of his feet, ready to react. Infielders always moving forward as the pitch is being delivered. Don't want to get caught back on those heels.
Quick reaction by the second baseman. Roy Oswalt, a 157 career hitter, has driven in 33. Strike 1 to Roy. Astros pitchers as a group have hit 318. That is tops in the majors. It's 1-1 to Roy. Mahalam and Oswalt have squared off twice. Each pitcher has won one of those. Back up the middle, and this one is knocked down. Oswalt gets a hit. Similar to the ball Mahalam hit, but this one wasn't played by the second baseman. So try him to the backhand side. Good effort. Hit number 1 of the game for the Astros.
And that 9-hole again.
Yeah.
Competing with Michael Bourne for the best average on the club.
Michael walked and was erased on a double play ball earlier. Third baseman Young creeping in. Strike 1 to Michael. Well, he has really put things together in recent games. He had 2 more hits last night and an RBI.
Clement holding Oswalt on over there at first base, and now he's going to move off. He's got to stay in because of the bunt possibility from Bourne. He doesn't really need to hold Roy over there. He's not going anywhere. Talked about his lack of experience at first base, so he'll be taking direction from the dugout. He's staying pretty tight to the line. It's giving Michael a pretty good sized hole to shoot for on the right side. Well, his preferred MO is slapping it, hitting it on the line to the left.
Lays off, and it's ball 2. 2-1 to Michael. Michael's hit 366 in his last dozen games. Michael leads the club in total bases, runs, hits, and walks. Little chop goes to Clement, and he will hurry to first and get there just ahead of Bourne. 2 outs. Oswalt to second. It's one of those panicky feelings. You need the ball to get to you quick.
You could sense the panic in his body language. Yeah. When he picked it up, he said, wait a minute, I gotta go.
I can't run until I get the ball here.
You're waiting for the ball. It's like when you have a dream and you're running, somebody's chasing you and your legs just don't want to go.
That was one of those deals, but it's out number 2. Jeff Keppinger gets a 2-out RBI opportunity. He bounced into the 6-4-3 double play. Ball 1 for Mahalam. Some kind of pressure, though, on a starting pitcher in Mahalam's situation, knowing that your club has just gotten trounced in a 3-game series. The bullpen has really been through it, isn't it, JD?
Oh, yeah, bullpen 4 different guys worked last night, and 3 of them worked extensively.
Smash gets by into the left field corner. The Astros take a 1-0 lead. Keppinger into second base on the hot grounder to the right of Delvin Young.
That's the other thing working against Maholm. We've got a depleted bullpen behind him, a demoralized club. They've really been getting their brains beat in, and he's got some people out of position. Delvin Young has only played a handful of games in his career at third base. This is really sharply hit. He tries to slide over and glove it, and he goes right through the 5-hole. And probably would have been better off to try to backhand that ball.
RBI double for Keppinger. That's his 5th double and RBI number 6 for Jeff. Now Lance Berkman. He slips on Maholm, and it's ball 1. Carlos Lee's on deck.
You know, a lot of the sabermetricians, when they talk about evaluating pitching, they like to throw out the earned run average too, and just talk about runs allowed, because it's so different from one night to the next. How you think that play Blum made last night was called an error. It's just as tough as this one here tonight.
Liner to center. Oswalt has scored. Now Keppinger's coming in, and he is out. So a second run didn't come home because the play was executed, and Keppinger got the go-ahead from Dave Clark with 2 outs in the inning, but he's gunned down at home plate on the Berkman single. Here's the play on Keppinger with Domet taking a high throw and tagging him as he tries to slip by. 1-0 Houston.
By McCutchen. He sends it all the way in the air to home plate. And Domet up the line, and Keppinger tries to take evasive action, but late. And you see Carlos, the on-deck hitter, his responsibility is to be up there telling him which way, either to get down or not, and where, you know, come down this way or that way. And you can see Kep saying, let me know. Might not have mattered. Just one of those small things, little communication. Had he got down to the inside earlier, he may have been able to avoid that tag.
1-0 Astros. McCutchen leads it off. That was his first outfield assist of the year. Number 5 for the Pirates. Here's ball 1. Pirates led the league in outfield assists last year, but then they had a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, that's like turning double plays. Well, great year. They led the league in double plays. Well, it might have been a lot of base runners.
Yeah. 11th overall pick in 05. McCutchen indeed has arrived. Baseball America Rookie of the Year. Quite a package of talent. Berkman's underneath his pop-up. Called off by Keppinger. 1 out. And it's Ryan Church coming up. Now, you mentioned the football type score yesterday. Brewers 20, Pirates nothing. Berkman's there, but called off by Keppinger behind him. The Steelers have only had 3 worse shutout losses since 1990 than the Pirates had yesterday.
Oh, there's another one. Well, he's getting on their hands. A lazy pop-up.
Ryan Church, 2 outs.
And the good news for the Pirates is next week they go right back to Milwaukee. And they haven't won in that ballpark in 21 tries.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I'm not, I don't believe in betting on baseball, but if I did,
yeah,
I'd bet on the Pirates.
Right, exactly. It's bound to turn. Garrett Jones, the right fielder, with 40 pitches under Oswalt's belt, is the batter with 2 outs here in the 4th inning. Jones singled up the middle. And he takes ball 1. He's been the only Pirate base runner so far. Pirates have not scored in 22 innings now. Good numbers for Oswalt tonight. Roy can certainly relate to what Mahalam is going through. The Astros didn't score a run while he was in the game. His first 2 starts against San Francisco and Philadelphia. He pitched shutout ball for 7 last time, left with a 4-0 lead, and had to bite his fingernails as the bullpen protected that, and he won 4-3.
Looks like he wants to go in. It's a little nod of the head. Or cutter or slider in.
He got it there. 1-2. And in the dirt it goes to 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wandy Rodriguez goes tomorrow night. And to our knowledge, the Pirates have not yet named their starter. We expect it to be Chris Jakubauskas, who joined them tonight from the minors.
I think it'll be Jakubauskas unless he's needed tonight because they have such a depleted bullpen.
That's a beautiful pitch for a strikeout. Number 2 for Roy, 1 away from J.R. Richard, and with a 1-0 lead through 3 1/2. It's 1-0 Houston with 3 hits coming the Astros way. Carlos Lee's in the box, ready for the home 4th inning. There's ball 1. Paul Mahalam, 39 major league wins, 45 losses, and a 4.34 ERA. This has been very tough for Pirate pitchers to pick up victories, but Mahalam is among those with fewest victories, with 700 innings at work or more since 2006, and his teammate Zach Duke is also on that list. Ian Snell's also on it. He was with the Pirates for a while. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, because they're pretty good major league pitchers. they've been on bad teams.
Yeah.
So they're good enough, obviously, to pick the ball every fifth day. You don't want to lose it.
Shortstop Cedeno retires lead. You saw Duke on the bench there.
Folks, you know, Astros baseball is always more fun with a group. When your team, church group, or family to Minute Maid Park for your next outing. It only takes 20. That's a big family. Discount pricing is yours. 20 or more people. For information, call 1-800-ASTROS-2. And there's also fundraising opportunities. You can bring your group out and must be work at a concession stand or something.
Oh, yeah, okay. One out. Hunter Pence, the batter. Strike one to Hunter. Pedro Feliz on deck. Mahalam was the 8th player drafted in the 03 draft. He's from Greenwood, Mississippi. Iwamura covers the ground to his left. Tosses out Pence, 2 outs.
Mississippi State, so we got a Mississippi matchup here. Mahalam and Oswalt.
Yeah. Paul went to high school in Germantown, Tennessee, but then at Mississippi State he was 27 and 10. In 04 he was hit in the left eye by a line drive and needed 2 operations to fix his vision. Came up to the big leagues in 05 for the first time. The Astros have seen a lot of him. Pedro Feliz grounded back to Mahalam, who delivers ball 1. You mentioned it earlier, but that's really odd that Oswalt only faced the Pirates once all last season, with Mahalam going 4 times against Houston.
Yeah, we played so many games within the division.
15 games last year. There's Paul Bykowski. And Paul, we have a shot of him from, I believe, his high school yearbook.
Paul there, yeah. One of our directors who's not directing that is Paulie Hustle.
Talk about the Wayback Machine. Tap to third base. Adele Young with the throw. And doing the splits, Clement is able to hang on in the 3 ground ball out inning in the 4th for Mahalam. 1-0 Astros.
Pirates nothing. Time for our progressive fans of the game, and I've got to tell you, these are the fans. This might be the best story I have heard in a long time. JD mentioned a little bit earlier the 13 Girl Guides. There are 3 chaperones from the UK that were on a mission trip in Costa Rica, came through Houston, got stranded here because of the volcano in Iceland, have been stuck here since last Saturday. This is Margaret, their leader. And Margaret, tell us a little bit about your adventure and how you ended up here at the Astros game.
Well, originally we set out to have 2 weeks in Costa Rica to celebrate 100 years of guiding. We had an amazing trip, but Houston on our way back was just a stopover so we could catch our flight to Heathrow. But unfortunately, with the volcano exploding, our 3-hour stop at the moment has turned into 7 days.
And how did you get out here to the ballpark? How did you make it out here?
What we did, we contacted the local Girl Scouts in this area, and they have been our knights in shining armour, and they have taken care of us, and they've taken us all around Houston.
And that brings us to Gina. Gina, you got to turn this way so we can see your beautiful face. Your girls really stepped up and brought them out here. Tell us how that came about.
Our volunteers in the Woodlands and in spring have been taking them around, so they had a great time. They've been to Galveston, Moody Gardens, the Museum of Natural Science, made certain there was never a dull moment, that they never had a chance to become bored, and showed them true Texas hospitality.
This is really what the Girl Scouts is all about, and in something that could have been kind of a negative situation, this has probably turned out to be really a trip of a lifetime.
It has turned out to be an absolutely fantastic trip. We were on Ultimate Adventure Costa Rica. We are now on stage 2 of Ultimate Adventure Texas.
And from the UK, are you big baseball fans? Do you even know anything about baseball?
We didn't actually really know anything about baseball, but I think after tonight we're all going home big baseball fans.
All right, baseball fans, you are our progressive fans of the game. Welcome to Texas and have a very safe trip home. Girls, hand them out some T-shirts.
That's a great story. Clement bangs out a line drive to right field. Caught by Hunter Pence. Draws back the arm, takes a look at first base after the Doman hit, but Doman gets back on a hard hit out number 1.
How organized they are.
They have it together, don't they?
And just think how much school they're missing. No wonder they're having a good time.
And this is, from one story, their first game they've ever seen of baseball. So the hospitality's been tremendous for them. Delwyn Young's the batter.
How about Clemens? 0 for 2 so far tonight.
Ooh.
Hit that 400-foot blast to center that Bourne track down and then just crush that ball on the line to right field. I mean, that was a hang with him.
Strike to Young. Young hit a ball to left center field, caught by Michael Bourne on the run.
And most nights, Royal give you something to swing at. I mean, he challenges hitters.
That's on the corner, and it snowballs 2 strikes with Mahalam, the pitcher, on deck. In the air, and the shortstop Manzella is out into left center field. Carlos Lee calls him off. 2 outs. AT&T trivia time. London is the largest city in the UK. What are the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th largest? Well, let's put Liverpool in there somewhere, don't you think?
Okay.
I'll have to think about that as Mahalam bats. Strike to Paul. He grounded out, and Cappinger made an excellent play up the middle to throw him out first time up. Washington leads the Dodgers 4-1. They're in the top of the 7th in Washington. And Dunn's hit 2 homers. Tap foul, and it's 0-2. The state rugby tournament's coming up this weekend, too.
Where's that taking place, Brian?
Austin. Austin, yes. One ball, 2 strikes. Cedeno's on deck. So maybe those folks will wind up watching a sport that they're a little more familiar with. Maybe somebody will take them over there for a game. Strike 3. Mahalam's caught looking, and now move over. J.R. Richard. Roy Oswalt is alongside you on the all-time Houston strikeout list with number 3 of the night and a 1-0 lead. Fox Sports Houston is brought to you by your Texas Ford dealers and the 2010 F-150. By AT&T, Rethink Possible. And by Gullo Ford and Gullo Toyota, who bring you the 5th inning. Gorgeous night. Good ball game, 1-0 Astros. They scored on a 3rd inning double by Jeff Keppinger. J.R. Tolles leads off the home 5th. He hit the first pitch in the air to left field in the 2nd. Holland and Oswald, a good duel tonight. Strike 1 for the lefty. Holland beat the Astros last September here in Houston 2-1 with 8 innings of shutout ball. Bouncer to third, Delwyn Young. Yeah. Let's see about those largest cities in England other than London. 2, 3, and 4. What are Birmingham, Glasgow, and Liverpool. In the UK, not in England.
Never been.
You haven't been to UK?
No.
I would recommend it to you, especially if you're big into history.
Go to Ireland, play a little golf in Scotland.
You'd love that. Ireland's a beautiful country. Manzella takes ball 1. Tommy lined to second. Iwamura made a good play on his hot liner in the 3rd inning.
Go eat some bangers and mash.
Oh, yes.
Haggis.
Don't know about that. 2 balls, no strikes to Tommy. And Tommy well aware that he has not drawn a walk this year. Well, we talked about that. Now he gets a pitch and he whacks it to left center field, but Jones. See, Church is back for the catch. 2 outs.
Yeah, the 2 things when you're not hitting, you want to hit your way out of the slump. You don't want to walk. So what happens is when you get into count like he was just in 2-0, instead of thinking, well, I got a chance to work a walk here, you think I'm going to get something to hit, and you get aggressive. And as long as you do get that pitch hit, that's the one to go at. And he did. He had a pitch, he just didn't get it. He put a good swing on it. What you don't want to see is a guy get into favorable counts and then get jumpy and go out of the strike zone. That's what's been happening in the early going for many of the Astro hitters.
Roy Oswalt has scored the only run in this game after his infield single. Ball 1 to Roy.
These clubs 15th and 16th in the league in runs scored. That's last and next to last. So I guess we shouldn't be surprised that we're 1-0 here in the 5th.
It's a 2-ball, no strike count. Astros were 10-5 against the Pirates last season. 6-3 here. Overall, their record at Minute Maid Park against Pittsburgh is 55-23. Only have a better winning percentage here against one other team. 2 balls and a strike. Mets lead the Braves 3-1. They've played 6 in New York. John Maine started, but lasted 3 2/3. Young charging. Low throw, and there's the stretch by Clement on Oswalt. And that's 6 straight outs for Mahalam to keep it close. 1-0 Houston through 5. Coors Light Freeze Cam showing you that swing. Frozen. Keppinger hits a hot shot that gets by Delwyn Young at third base. RBI double. And the Astros take a 1-0 lead. He was thrown out at the plate then by McCutchen on Berkman's single. The Coors Light Freeze Cam is brought to you by the Frost Brewed Coors Light. Keppinger at work as Cedeno comes up.
See, a good shot there of Keppinger. We're talking about communication on the diamond, looking over Lance saying, I got it. If he pushes a button this direction, I'm going to come and get it. So don't stray too far from home.
It's 1-1. Another little nuance of baseball is that those middle infielders can see the catcher's sign, so they can shout out to the corner infielders real late what the pitch location might be, or just call their name or something indicating whatever sign they've worked out to give them a little heads up. That's out number one. Sometimes if a pitcher's going to throw a slow breaking ball and they figure the hitter's going to pull it, it helps the corner infielder to know a little bit what that pitch is going to be. 60 pitches into the game. Oswalt has thrown 43 strikes. Iwamura next. He's grounded out and struck out. Feliz is in tight at third. Pirates have a .321 team on base average.
Feliz is in like he's playing fast pitch softball here.
It really is. There's a look at how the Astros are lined up here defensively. Great numbers by the pitcher.
Iwamura looks to me like he's trying to position himself to slap the ball by Feliz. He's thinking the ball is no strikes. Highly unlikely that he would bunt here, so Feliz retreats a little bit.
All the way. 2-1.
Bonus trivia round one.
Okay.
Get your pen and paper out of home, folks. You can chew on this one. Roy Oswalt is one of 4 active pitchers with multiple 20-win seasons. Can you name the other 3?
Good question. Well, the Pirates have not scored in 24 innings. Roy has a good shutout streak going himself now. 16 innings in a row for Roy without giving up a run. His ERA was 2.37 when the night began. Chopped to shortstop. Manzella comes in on it. Good short hop throw. 2 outs. Our extraordinary play is brought to you by Land Rover, showing you Roy Oswalt's work on the mound.
That's fairly precise. A lot of fastballs. Really fooled a lot of hitters. Just throwing good quality pitches, getting a lot of weak ground balls, pop-ups, curveball there. But really used that changeup a lot last time against the Cubs. But this lineup featuring more left-handed hitters and working out quite as much. It's kind of backwards. Usually we think of a right-handed pitcher to throw the changeup more often to the lefties.
Strike to McCutchen. He's grounded out to the pitcher. And Pop the second. Andrew fouls it away, and it's no balls, 2 strikes. Andrew's from Fort Meade, Florida. Played baseball, football, and ran track in high school. He was the Gatorade Player of the Year in Florida. Hit .709 as a senior.
That's not bad. That'll get to your attention if you're a scout.
16 homers that year, 42 runs batted in.
.709.
Bugs Bunny numbers. He reaches out on the curve. He was off balance, and it's popped to Keppinger for 1-2-3-6 for Roy Oswalt and a 1-0 Astros lead. Michael Bourne just took ball one, bottom of the sixth underway with the Astros leading 1-0. Michael has walked and grounded out. Now he tries to drop down a bunt but fouls it. It's a 1-ball, 1-strike count.
So far, Paul Mulholland has answered the challenge for John Russell, the manager of the Pirates, and his mates. They needed him to step up. He's pitched well, and he's been efficient to 62 pitches so far. Whoa.
Well, he's missed on that arm side a few times. 2 balls and a strike.
A couple times the breaking ball has just gotten away from him. He's trying to throw a slider down and away, and just squirts out of his hand.
Little chop off the glove of Mulholland, and Bourne will beat it out for an infield hit. Once Mulholland did not field it cleanly, Bourne was on his way.
Yeah, and with his speed, it would have been a tough chance for Iwamura as well.
Single for Bourne.
Bottom of the 6th inning, 1-run game. See how the Astros played here. Ideally, you'd like to see Michael Bourne steal this bag, but we talked about it the first time he was on there. It's awfully tough with Mulholland as quick as he's unloading the home plate, so you might think about a hit and run or even a sacrifice here wouldn't be out of the question. Normally you don't play for a run. You don't play for a run, but I wouldn't endorse playing for a run normally in the 6th inning, but the way Oswalt's going.
Keppinger puts a butt down. This might be a hit. Barehanded. Young throws it away, and it goes out of play. So Bourne will go to third. Keppinger to second on the overthrow by Young. But that was beautiful placement by Keppinger, and it forced Young to come up with a big play to get him.
Yeah, I like the play. Bunting for a base hit here. And if Young makes a play on him, even with that, you've got Bourne in scoring position, but Young sails the throw. Out of play it goes, and the Astros are in business. Second and third, nobody out.
It's ruled a hit by Keppinger and an error by Young. 2-hit game for Keppinger. Runners at second and third, nobody out for Berkman now.
Keppinger hit that ball between the legs of Young. Back in the third, he's going to have Keppinger on his brain when he goes to sleep tonight.
Berkman has walked and singled. He got a line shot to center, but Keppinger was thrown out trying to score on it in the third inning. Carlos Lee's on deck. Bourne and Keppinger buzzing around Mulholland. Well, if the Astros get these 2 runners home, they're going to be feeling pretty good the way Oswalt is pitching tonight. 2-0, and they got a rest last night for Lindstrom and Lyon.
Chris Sampson should be well rested out there as well.
Strike makes it 2-1. That was a good take by Berkman. Probably will get a better pitch to swing at. Pujols, Lee, Roland, 100 runs batted in or more against the Pirates. Berkman has 94. It's 2-2. Well, he pulled the string there, 74 miles per hour.
Floated a curveball up there. He's having a little talk with himself. He doesn't. Well, he'll chase a high fastball up there from time to time, but normally he'll hack on a bad breaking pitch like that.
Mulholland gets a strikeout. What a big one for him for out number 1. It's his first strikeout of the night.
Now let's see how he went after Berkman here. Take a look at it pitch by pitch. Mulholland and Lance Berkman doing battle here. Sinker just off the outside edge. Stays out there with the changeup. So fastball, changeup, fastball, the sequence, and then the bad breaking ball he got away with. Then a good one.
Carlos Lee. Ball 1. He's grounded out twice to the left side tonight.
The
Diamond stays back. Routine ground ball to short will get Bourne home.
He has 1 RBI this season. It's 1-1. Again, a good take. That was a very good pitch by Mulholland. Carlos apparently didn't think it was a strike just by his expression there as he talks with Mike Schlinsky. Boston leads Baltimore 3-0 in the top of the 6th at Boston, with John Lester starting that game, going 5 2/3. Lee hits it near the left field line. Long run here and a slide, and it's a fair ball. Church unable to make the catch. 2 runs are scoring. Lee into second, and the Astros lead it 3-0. Ryan Church tried the sliding catch. It was near the wall, and that ball looped just fair, giving Lee 2 runs batted in, doubling his total for the season.
That's a high fastball. He takes kind of a funky swing at it. Ball got in on him, and he just yanks it down the left field line. Church, to me, started to slide a little early. I thought he was going to be able to make a play on that ball.
Yeah. It appeared if he had kept running another couple steps, could have gotten there.
You know, obviously, he has concerns about the wall, because if he goes full speed to the point where the ball lands, he's going to have a hard time not smoking, running into that wall and risking injury.
Lee loops in a 2-run double, his second double, to make it 3-0.
Tough inning here for Mulholland. A comebacker that he couldn't handle for a knock, and the errant throw on the bunt. Accurate throw would have had Keppinger. That could have ruled that one a sacrifice in an error. And then Church, not an easy play by any means, simply because of where the wall is there. That's the consideration the outfielder has. Come flying over there. If he stays upright and catches that ball, he might be on a stretcher right now.
Hunter Pence says Lee on at second. He's strike 1. He's tapped out twice. Church plays a lot of right field. Finding himself in left field tonight. Lastings Millage is on the bench. Little tap, rolls out to Iwamura. And Mulholland was really victimized by tough luck. He gets out number 2. He moves on to Feliz, and we move on to Patty Smith.
Well, guys, you need to register now for the 5th annual Tommy Bahama Island Cowboy Classic Tournament in the Woodlands this Monday starting at 10:30 a.m. You can play with some of your favorite Astro players and alumni, including Jeff Bagwell, our very own Jim Deshaies, Brandon Lyon, and Jeff Keppinger. All proceeds benefit the Astros in Action Foundation. Register at astros.com tonight. And Brownie, does that include you? You going to play?
It does, absolutely.
Sounds like a great time.
That is a fantastic event. Pedro Feliz takes ball 1.
One of the better ones. It's a very nice tournament. They do a heck of a job out there. It's going to be at the Woodlands tournament course. Jim Dixon will have that place in sparkling shape, I'm sure.
2-0 to Feliz. You know all about that place.
Yeah, that's home, Brownie.
Yeah. Well, you might sneak out there, get in a little practice hole or 2 over the weekend. Toles is on deck. Inside out swing near the right field line. Garrett Jones coming over on the run. That's a fair ball, and that one winds up going out of play for an RBI double for Feliz. And it's 4-0 Houston as the Astros just managed to keep a couple of balls fair in this inning. They have had some fortunate hitting. Feliz gets his 4th double, and that's RBI number 6.
Mulholland, he's just cursed in this inning. He's making good pitches. And just beyond the reach of Jones. He had a little different approach. He went headlong. Of course, Church had the concussion issue, so that's
good
an
point
issue for him too.
Good point.
Contemplating running into a wall.
So it's been 2 near misses for the Pirates corner outfielders trying to catch those balls for doubles. Now J.R. Toles with ball 1. Toles is 0 for 2. And these new ballparks, the corners are tight in most of them, and the outfielders know that they have to slam on the brakes or risk an injury.
And friendly, but not necessarily outfielder friendly.
Exactly. 2 balls, no strikes. So really, for Mahalam, what a difficult night. He's thrown a lot of quality pitches, but he finds himself trailing 4-0 with those numbers. And the way his opponent has pitched has given him no room for mistakes.
Yeah, I'm contemplating that plane ride yesterday for the Pirates as they got thumped by the Brewers 20-0, and John Russell, as he's looking at this weekend series, okay, I got Oswalt tomorrow, I got Wandy Saturday with all that he's done. I'm not even sure, he's not even sure who his starting pitcher is going to be tomorrow.
Joe Kerrigan there, the pitching coach. Foul ball by J.R. Tolles makes it 2 balls, 2 strikes. He is the 7th Astro to bat here in the 6th inning. Rough sledding for this Houston offense with the lowest run total of the National League clubs coming into this game tonight. 41 runs in 15 games. 4 runs tonight. Has to have number 2 feeling pretty good at the moment. 3-run inning ties the Astros' best inning of the year. Still 2-2. Red Mills Club has won 4 of the last 5 with a 5-10 record. Pirates are 7-8. The Astros, after that 0-6 homestand to open the season, have started to turn things around. They're 3-3 within the division. Another divisional opponent coming in next in Cincinnati next week. Fly ball goes out of play.
Cincinnati getting thumped by the Padres tonight, 10-2.
Well, the Padres are rolling. Tony Gwynn Jr. hit his first home run. Adrian Gonzalez belted number 4.
And Headley is really hitting for them.
Yes, he is. He stole 3 bases in 1 game.
Can't do that. He's a third baseman.
Yeah, not a particularly fast one either, but somehow that happened. Joe Kerrigan's pitching staff really beleaguered right now with a 7.23 ERA. And John Russell's club has been outscored 115-54 for the season. First baseman over. Clement underneath. Back to fair territory, and he snags it. And the Astros tie their best inning of the season, coming up with 3 runs, 4 hits with an error and a man left. Michael Bourne gets the infield hit. Jeff Keppinger drops down a beautiful bunt. 2-run double for Carlos Lee, just fair inside the left field line. RBI double for Feliz, just fair inside the right field line. 4-0 Houston.
immediately following the game. It's just another night at the office whenever Roy's on the hill against the Pittsburgh Pirates.
2 hits, 2 total base runners. In control.
You know why people should watch the post-game show? You're going to show them how Roy throws his changeup. Plus, you get to see the fireworks. And we're going to be in the booth. Not out there where we can get scorched. Let's go back to Browning and JD, guys.
Thanks, Kevin. Ryan Church has popped the third twice. 26 straight starts against the Pirates for Roy of going 6 innings or more. And that ties his streak against the Cardinals. So both those are the longest active streaks, but the longest, Mark Burley, 29, has ended against Kansas City. And that was from 01 through 07 for Burley. So as far as active streaks, Roy has the 2 longest alive right now. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ryan Church, and 17 shutout innings active for Roy coming into this 7th inning tonight. He's needed only 71 pitches to get to this point. Fields the roller. No, he doesn't. He gets underneath his glove, and that allows Church to reach. Roy will draw an error. That's his first error of the year.
That really annoys you as a pitcher. It's one thing if one of your teammates makes an error, then you go, all right, I'll pick you up. When you do that, it's self-inflicted. Oh, man, I had such an easy out. You got to be kidding me.
The ball was hit so slowly that sometimes causes problems. Roy had gone 121 consecutive starts without an error until that one. May 8th of 06 was his last error until that one a moment ago. Sierra Jones is 1 for 2. That's a long streak for a pitcher with all the comebackers they get, different chances they have to throw the ball away. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the shortened reaction time from being the closest guy to the hitter, and then an error comes on a play like that.
Yeah, a little slow roller. Yeah, you would think there would have been a bump play that maybe he would have thrown away. Short hop, pull him over there at first base. He's been rock solid. We talk a lot about his many attributes as a pitcher. We don't talk about his glove work, but he's obviously been very good.
Ripped a long way toward the Astros bullpen in right center field, and the error is followed by a 2-run homer by Jones, number 4 of the year. And the Pirates are on the board now, trailing 4-2. Jones put a powerful swing on that one for hit number 2 of the night, giving him 12 runs batted in for the season.
The Pirates got some good swings at Roy back in the 5th inning. Bowman had a base hit. Clement hit that linear out there to Pence in right field. And this is just a real good-looking swing by Garrett Jones. He's kind of an intriguing guy. It took a while to get to the big leagues, but got some things figured out.
That gets the Pirates on the board.
Get some action going in the Astros pen. I'm assuming looks like they're starting to stir around down there.
A streak of 25 consecutive shutout innings for Pittsburgh hitters comes to an end. Ryan Doman looking at ball 1.
Mr. Jones. A little funky.
Ground ball to second. Keppinger over to Book. 1 out.
You notice that the bullpen guys, they never get up and walk around. They stir around. They always stir.
What's that all about?
I don't know. That's kind of baseball jargon. The bullpen, they're starting to stir out there.
Brandon Lyon, number 37, was among those stirring.
Shot a stretch with a blender or something.
Jeff Clement ripped a line drive caught by Hunter Pence in the 5th inning. He sent one a long way to center field in the 2nd inning. Takes it, and it's ball 1.
I promised the folks that trivia, bonus trivia.
Oh, yeah.
4 pitchers, I'll remind everyone, 4 pitchers active with 2 20 or more win seasons. Roy Oswalt, man right there, number 44. Andy Pettit, Roy Halladay, and Jamie Moyer.
Good question.
So if you are playing along at home, you got 3 out of 4, you get a solid B.
This one's hit well to left field. That's going to reach the seats. And the Pirates hit 2 home runs here in the 7th inning to close the gap to 4-3. Clement going deep for the 2nd time this season.
Well, he got smart. He hit that high drive to center field, 400 feet for an out. He hit that tee to right field for an out. And so he said, wait a minute, I'm going to look around here and find the shortest part of the ballpark and go that way. But that's 3 great swings by him tonight. You see, he's looking up like he popped it up. He'll tell you at the end of the night that was his worst swing of the 3 at-bats.
Roy had given up 1 homer in his first 25 innings this season. Now 2 in this one. It's a 4-3 lead with 80 pitches under his belt. Strike 1 to Delwyn Young, who's 0 for 2. Evan Meek is warming up in the Pirates bullpen. Pitcher's spot is on deck. Andy LaRoche is on deck. It's 1-1. Evan Meek could be coming in for the bottom of the 7th inning. 1 out in the inning. And the slow curve gets Young out in front for a 1-2 count. And he strikes him out to go ahead of J.R. Richard. In the number 2 spot on the all-time Astros strikeout list. Number 4 tonight. 1,494 for his career.
Just great pitching there. Under a little bit of duress after giving up the 2 home runs. But a lot of pitchers would reach back and try to throw harder. And he pulls the string a little bit with 2 real good curveballs. Give me that rotation in a Little League team and I'll go to the postseason. Give me those Girl Scouts, Girl Guides from Great Britain in that rotation. We'll go to the postseason.
There's Paul Maholm now batting with 2 outs, nobody on in the inning and taking ball 1. He grounded his second and he struck out looking. So Paul now gets a chance to stay in. And it's a 1-1 count.
He's pitched effectively. The Astros scored 4 runs off of him, but he's had a lot of bad luck. The defense behind him and just some fluky hits. And with their bullpen really being stretched out yesterday, it certainly makes sense that Russell's staying with Maholm here.
Each club has put up a 3 spot. 3 balls and a strike. The Astros led 1-0. They got 3 in the 6th. The Pirates have gotten 3 here in the 7th. Those are the pitching lines in a 4-3 game. Oswalt's own error making one of those runs unearned. In tight for a ball. Maholm walks.
How ironic is that?
That's absolutely hard to explain.
First walk of the night, and it's the opposing pitcher.
Now Brad Arnsberg, 89 pitches for Oswalt. Arnsberg on his way to the hill with the bullpen busy for Houston.
Well, this is the first inning that Royce really had to work hard. 4 of the previous 6 innings were 1, 2, 3 innings. Hey folks, visit the official online shop of the Astros at astros.com. The largest selection of official gear, all kinds of apparel, memorabilia, all kinds of good stuff there. You know, we got Mother's Day, Father's Day coming up here this summer. That'd be a good place to go. Astros.com for gear.
Right-hander Chris Sampson, left-hander Tim Burdack throwing in the bullpen for Brad Mills. And there's the gear.
Can you get an authentic Wizard hat here?
Sure you can. Wizard and the Pumas hanging out together as Ronnie Cedeno bats. And looks at ball 1. Cedeno's grounded to third, fly to center. Oswalt is due up second in the bottom of the inning. Roy's at 90 pitches now. Fly ball. Carlos Lee back into left center field, and he's still going back. Michael Bourne is reaching up for the grab.
Thought he was at the wall.
That's why he jumped. And he ends the top of the 7th inning with the Pirates closing on the Astros with 3 runs on a couple of homers. There was an error. There was a man left. Bourne was there to keep the Astros ahead 4-3. Strike one as the home seventh inning begins with the Astros leading 4-3. Paul Maholm throwing that pitch to Tommy Manzella. And Jason Michaels is in the on-deck circle. Manzella lined to second and hit a fly ball to left. Astros about hit the Bucks 7-4. Each club has an error. It's 1-1 to Manzella.
A very comfortable lead. All of a sudden, getting awfully tight here.
Another ground ball gobbled up by the second baseman. So Manzella shoots it to the right side again. Earlier it was a line drive. And that's out number one for Maholm here in the home seventh inning. Now Jason Michaels is a pinch hitter for Roy Oswalt. Roy in 7 innings allowed the Pirates 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 of them earned. He had 1 walk and struck out 4. And Michaels is the club leader in long balls with 2. Has a 286 average, 2 homers, 5 runs batted in, and 14 at bats.
And one of those 2 home runs coming as a pinch hitter. He's been getting very good swings coming off the bench.
Strike to J. Mike, former Pirate. Astros pinch hitters have a .667 slugging percentage. Jason 2 for 5 with that pinch homer, 2 runs batted in. It's a 1-ball, 1-strike count to Jason Michaels, with Maholm keeping his club in it. Bouncer goes foul, and it's a 1-ball, 2-strike count. J. Mike was with the Pirates part of 08. He was with Cleveland earlier that season. Jason 33 years old. His pinch homer earlier was the 6th of his career, ranking him very high among active players. Matt Stairs is the leader by far among active players in pinch hit homers. Maholm gets a strikeout with some tilt on that pitch, number 2 of the night.
Similar to the pitch he used to strike out Lance Berkman last inning. Sweeping slider, breaking down towards the back foot.
1-run game, and we go to Patty Smith.
Scott's Turf Builder delivers a lush lawn from the roots up. Hurry in to get your free Scott's MLB fan guide exclusively at Lowe's. That's all for now.
Thank you, Patty. There's Michael Bourne taking strike one. 30,018 to paid attendance. Bourne has been on twice. 5th straight game he's reached 2 times or more.
Maholm dropping down a little bit there in his arm angle, trying to get Michael to bail out.
It's 2-0. Balls in the strike. Let's make it. Kepinger's on deck. Corner infielders pinching in tight. Bullpen busy with Sampson. And 3 balls in a strike. Maholm has done a well of a job tonight, and he's closing in on 100 pitches now.
It's a good time for Michael to think about trying to drive a ball as opposed to thinking about working a walk here. I mean, Buck's getting a bad pitch. That was a tough pitch. I caught the inside corner. Because Maholm is so difficult to run off of. You're 3-1. If you can whack one into a corner in an alley and get an extra base hit, you got 2 outs. It's 3-1. Even though Michael's more of a singles guy, it's time to try to spin on one.
And Maholm gets strikeout number 3. Well, he has a strong 7th inning with a couple of Ks, and it's 4-3 Houston.
Well, against the Pittsburgh Pirates, you can count on him giving you 6+ innings. He did it again tonight for the 26th consecutive time. And how about Carlos Lee? Had 1 RBI coming in and a big 2 RBI double here tonight. And Astros have needed every one of them. 4-3 ball game as we move to the 8th.
This call to the bullpen is being brought to you by Verizon Wireless, bringing in Brandon Lyon with that 1-run lead in the 8th inning.
Lyon will have the 8th, Lindstrom the 9th. I would assume would be the plan. Let's look at the numbers for Brandon. Much better lately overall. Numbers not really good, but 3 or 4 times out, he's thrown the ball pretty well.
Iwamura, the batter. Fly ball left center field. Carlos Lee backing on it. 1 pitch went out for Lyon.
Talk a lot about the ball and how well it carries here with the roof open. You know, these early season games playing outdoors. But tonight it looks like it's carrying even better. We've seen outfielders have to adjust routes and be fooled by a few of these fly balls.
Andrew McCutchen is 0 for 3. Lyon got a hold in the Astros 5-4 win Wednesday night over Florida. Score was 5-4 in the 8th inning when he came in. He needed only 9 pitches to get the side in order and struck out 2. Feliz is in close at third. There's strike 1 to McCutchen. Church on deck. Grounded foul. No balls, 2 strikes. And Lyon got the win Tuesday night with another hitless inning against Florida. So as JD mentioned, he's had back-to-back outstanding performances here, getting a win and a hold. How about Mike Pelfrey of the Mets? He had 2 wins as a starter and a save within a period of about 5 days.
He's got a chance to be player of the week.
He had a save in that 20-inning game. Just off the corner, apparently. 1-2.
And Machinsky, the home plate umpire, Mike, he's been generous at times off that outside edge, but it hasn't always been there. And, Fox Tracks concurs with him.
At the shortstop, Manziel is there to catch the line drive. 2 outs.
Good to keep that guy off the base.
Ooh. Yeah, he can create havoc with 9 steals and 10 tries in a 1-run game. Pirates are 4-0 in 1-run games. 2 outs now, and it's Ryan Church. He's 0 for 3, but he reached on Oswalt's error on his little roller, and then that triggered a big inning of 3 runs as the Pirates went deep twice. Garrett Jones, who hit that first home run in the inning, is on deck right now. Grounded to second. Keppinger to Berkman. Lyon has a 1-2-3-8. The Astros hang on 4-3 on a 6-pitch Lyon 8th. The ball just inside the left field line. That's a 2-run double. And the Astros grab the lead with a 3-run 6th inning. Feliz with an RBI double to right field. Got run number 3 home. Now the Pirates come back with a 3-run frame. Jones a 2-run homer. And Clement with the left field seats a solo shot to give the Pirates 3 runs and make it 4-3 Houston, moving to the 9th. But bottom of the 8th is first, and Evan Meek comes in for the Buccos.
See where Clement's eyes went when he hit that ball? No, it was straight up in the air. I thought he popped it up.
Okay. Meek has very good numbers in that Pirate bullpen.
Yeah, he does. He's worked 7 times already. He's 1-0 with an 0.90 ERA for 10 innings. 9 strikeouts, 3 walks. Just took the ball in the ballpark. Last year he worked 41 times for the Buccos. Had a lot of turnover in that bullpen.
Ball 1 to Keppinger. Keppinger is 2 for 3, an RBI double in the 3rd, and a bunt single in the 6th.
Rainbow's gone, Caps is gone, Marte's gone. Guys we got used to seeing in a Pirate uniform.
Fly ball heads for the right fielder, Garrett Jones. 1 out. In the Pirate 9th, Jones, Gomit, and Clement are due to bat. Matt Lindstrom's warming up for Houston. Lance Berkman comes up here with a walk and a single in 3 trips. Meek worked 2 scoreless frames Wednesday in the 8-0 loss to Milwaukee. 4 straight scoreless outings now. Meek will turn 27 in mid-May. 11th round choice of the Twins in 02. Then he bounced around to San Diego, Tampa Bay. A Rule 5 choice by the Pirates in December of 07 from Bellevue, Washington.
Another one of those Washington State guys. Bellevue, that's where the great Larry Anderson is from Bellevue, Washington.
Okay. Last year, Meek struck out 42 in 47 innings. Paul Maholm in 7 innings allowed the Astros 7 hits, 4 runs. He walked 2 of the first 3 batters, and then he shut off a spigot and struck out 3.
Nothing meek about that fastball.
No.
97 miles an hour.
Carlos Lee's on deck with 1 out. And that one comes in.
Had a little cutting action too.
Sure did.
Usually a pitcher to get movement will sacrifice velocity, but that has not been the case with Meek.
2 balls, no strikes. The Astros would not at all mind putting up some insurance runs for Matt Lindstrom in the 9th. Strike, and it's 2-1. The Astros, since 2006, when they have Lance Berkman in the lineup, have a record of 294 and 293. When they don't have him in the starting lineup, they're 26 and 49. Two and 2. Mets lead Atlanta 5-2 after 8 in New York. Ike Davis hit his first home run.
26 more and he'll be the all-time home run hitter. A guy named Ike. Trying to chase on Ike Boone in the 20s.
Ooh, you're all over that stat. Broken bat. It goes to third. Dylan Young zips it over. 2 outs. And Meek, like Maholm, is keeping it within reach. Carlos Lee looped that 2-run double in the 6th inning and then scored the double by Feliz. He's 1 for 3. Matt Lindstrom got the night off last night, as did Brandon Lyon. Lindstrom with 4 saves in 4 consecutive games by his team. They're keeping the faith. That tied the club record for an individual pitcher. Jose Valverde was the last to do that in 08.
Have you ever seen the movie Boondock Saints?
No.
There's a little profile on Evan Meek here, the media guy. I asked the players favorite this, favorite that. That's his favorite movie, Boondock Saints.
Boondock Saints?
And a famous person he'd like to meet, dead or alive, is Chuck Norris.
Okay. Maybe Chuck was in the movie Boondock Saints.
I'm going to guess he was.
2 balls, no strikes. Well, Chuck has spent a lot of time around here. So maybe it'll happen for him someday when he comes to Texas. Off the end of the bat. 2 balls, 1 strike to Carlos Lee. Hunter Pence is on deck. San Diego is pummeling Cincinnati 10-2 after 8. Cubs are shutting out Milwaukee 6-0 after 5 with Ryan Dempster on the mound. Fukudome hit his 2nd home run.
Dempster pitched well against the Astros last weekend.
Oh, he did. 2-2. Phillies in Arizona, bottom of the 2nd inning. No score for Cole Hamels. St. Louis and San Francisco are going later with Tim Lincecum going for the Giants. Lee went for the breaking pitch and struck out. Now we move to the 9th inning with a 1-run Houston lead 4-3. On Fox Sports Houston is brought to you by your Texas Ford dealers and the 2010 F-150, by the Progressive Insurance Group, and by Southwest Airlines. It's a 1-run game. It's the 9th inning, and that means it's Matt Lindstrom. Corey Sullivan is the left fielder. Carlos Lee leaves the game. Lindstrom goes into the number 4 spot, occupied by Lee, and Sullivan's batting 9th. Lindstrom is 4 for 4 in saves.
The 2 over the weekend in Chicago last weekend, and then 2 in that series with the Fish. A perfect 4 for 4. He's got to go against the 4, 5, 6 men here for the Pirates, and these are the guys that have had the best swings all night for Pittsburgh.
Garrett Jones has a single, a 2-run homer, and a strikeout. Brandon Lyon, 1 inning, allowed no hits, no runs, had no walks, no strikeouts.
97 for you.
And it's strike 1. Now it's time for the Coors Light Cold Hard Blast, showing you Garrett Jones swing.
Much doubt about that one.
Domit's on deck. Clement to follow. Jones steps away. Lindstrom by design was going to get a night off last night. The Astros lost the game 5-1, and he wasn't needed in that role. Good breaking pitch, makes it 0-2. He said usually 3 days in a row has been about his limit in the past. Pitch Saturday, Sunday, as JD mentioned, then Tuesday, Wednesday. So 4 saves in a 5-day period, with Monday being an off day. But 4 in 4 games. Hit to left center field. Michael Bourne on the run and lays out for it. And Michael Bourne absolutely stole extra bases from Garrett Jones.
Garrett Jones staring out at center field said, "How you do me like that?" What a weapon. Sinking line drive. He gets a real nice jump on it. Ball fading away from him. Oh, that is just sweet.
Oh, what a magnificent catch. Backhand side. Tucked the glove. Held on. That could be a game changer. Ryan Domit's 1 for 3.
Yeah, that gets by him. It's going all the way to the wall, and it's 3 bases.
Ball 1 to Domit. Domit singled in the 5th inning. There's a buzz in the crowd. Just a phenomenal defensive play by the Gold Glover in center field.
Well, we get a fist pump from Roy Oswalt in the Astros clubhouse.
Talk about pitching to contact.
We're kind of feeling another 2 cookie there. You might want to be a little more careful with a guy like Jones. Legitimate pop.
You got Michael Bourne to run down your mistakes. It's helpful. Strike, and it's 1 and 2.
Edmond County likes to bury that slider towards the back foot of a left-handed hitter.
Brendan Donnelly's warming up for the Pirates.
And the slider in. Playing him.
Tap foul, still 1 and 2. These Lindstrom saves have come in 1-run games, 3 of them, and then the other one was in a 2-run game. He gave up a run in that one, so came in with a 3-run lead. Not easy saves for Lindstrom, except for the one. Lindstrom has converted 16 straight save opportunities dating back to April 28th last year. He gets a strikeout on Domit. Well, he just started that slider off at a perfect level to be able to dip down to just about third level.
That one stays on the plate, but if it has a little more tilt to it, the bottom drops out of it.
This crowd has enjoyed the show. 30,000, 18.
This guy's been on the ball all 3 at bats tonight.
Jeff Clement. 3 fly balls. 2 of them hit deep and caught. The other one not catchable. Strike to Clement. A delicious confrontation here in a 1-run game with a game on the line and a power pitcher and a power hitter.
Yeah, the dangerous thing with a guy like Clement up there, as strong as he is, you can beat him with a fastball. He can be late and just strong enough to muscle it into the Crawford boxes.
It's 1-1 to Clement. Pretty good looking pitch. He did not even sniff a swing on that one. If he's taking that pitch, you want to throw a little bit higher and assume that he'll take that, or is that doable?
I don't know what he's thinking on this pitch.
That one almost hit him. 2-1.
I suspect most hitters will tell you off a guy like Lindstrom, they go up there looking for the fastball, and when they swing at the slider, just because they're feel it. Many guys are. I doubt that they have much of a book. They probably haven't seen much of each other. I wonder if Clement's ever had a bat against them.
Fastball jams him, and Berkman is almost stationed in foul territory. He makes the play to win the game. And save number 5 comes Lindstrom's way. Roy Oswalt is the winner. And Roy now with 139 wins, getting ever closer to Joe Niekro on the all-time list. Part of this save goes to that man, Michael Bourne. Final score, Houston 4, Pittsburgh 3.